Hey, we're here at the Baxter House in the basement, and we're doing some work in the living room. There was a 1970s wood paneling on the wall, and we ended up pulling that off because it was water damaged and warped, and we wanted to clean up the surface here, and let me show you what we found. So, did not expect to find this. What this is 1910 plaster, and this is plaster on like a concrete mortarish type surface, and then up here it's lath and plaster on frame, and there's a little ledge behind that plastered space. We pulled the paneling off and found this opening which led into this space, probably a place they stored vegetables or food back in the day. This was done, like I said, probably around 1910-ish. This wall doesn't have the ledge. This is just pure plaster on a kind of a concrete-ish type surface. And that's wallpaper on the plaster. That'll come off really easy with water. Here we have a window that was installed probably in the 70s. Much bigger than what the window would have been in this space in the home's original construction in the 1800s. You can see they cut perfectly straight lines and concreted out this space. There's some voids underneath this sill. When we pulled this was covered with sticky tiles and sheetrock, and we pulled that off and it was completely wet. This wood had rotted. You can see where it's got a big void underneath here, and there's just pulp. This was far worse. I cut this section out just because it was so bad, and wanted to see what was going on. So for some reason, water is getting back here. We're going to have to fix that. So I'm going to end up pulling out the rest of this wood here in a few minutes. And then also when we pulled the paneling off, there was this piece of plaster here just kind of stuck, and it had yellow foam. And I started pulling on it, and this started happening. Oh, we got a hole in the wall. I did not expect to see that. We've been trying to figure out what that is. And our clue is this little gas pipe down here. Is that a little gas pipe? And we think there was probably a gas-fed space heater here that vented out that hole, and that's how they heated this space, 60, 70 years ago. So we have some more work to do. We thought we were just going to be putting up some sheetrock on the wall, and it was going to be simple, but now we got to clean up this, and got a little bit more work to do.